Okay, right. Terima kasih Encik Shidi. Okay, so good morning everyone. Good morning, salam sejahtera. Okay, it's really nice to see such a wonderful crowd today morning. I think you all did put up a lot of effort to be here today morning. By beating the jam and all that, trying to reach for this event. Before the event starts and all that. Really appreciate that. And I would like to thank, terima kasih kepada Encik Shidi and his team, for inviting MDEC to be here today to share about our initiative, our ongoing initiative. Okay. So along the way, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I hope our sharing going to be very fruitful for all of you, so that towards the end of the session, there are some key takeaway points that you can, start to think about and to see what are the next steps that you should be planning for your business. Okay. So what we're going to talk about today is about the business digitalization initiative, which is currently MDEC is driving, right? Basically, this is about helping all the businesses out there, right? Company owners like yours to adopt the required digital solutions to improve your business productivity. So as you can see, the title here is Driving Business Efficiency, Growth and Productivity. So how we started, right? So of course, like any other program, a study was conducted. We commissioned a study, right? Then we presented to PMX in the MED4IR, and this initiative was approved. And last year in March, our YB Menteri has launched it, right? So this was announced, and since then we have been doing this. Okay, so this initiative is slightly different, right? This is not how can I position this? This is like ecosystem play, right? And when it comes to business digitalization, it's not MDEC job alone. Of course, we are the lead, under Kementerian Digital. But we need other relevant stakeholders to drive this initiative. That is very, very important today. So that is the message that I want to pass to all of you, the audience here, aspiring entrepreneurs, business owners. For example, today our collaboration with SME Corp. This is to showcase that, we are working together with SME Corp to drive the digital adoption among businesses. Of course, you see, I think I've been keep on mentioning about businesses because our scope is wider, right? We cover all type of businesses. And yes, there's particular specific requests on the PMKS because SMEs are being the largest business establishment in Malaysia. Of course, we need to look into their requirement as well. But for us, if you are a business, doesn't matter you are PMKS or you are a mid-tier company, you are a tech startup, even you are a cooperative, a GLC corporate company, yes. When it comes to business digitalization, this should be the go-to program that we want all the businesses to engage and approach. So what exactly we are doing here, right, under this program? Basically, first is to identify your digital maturity level, right? So under this program, we have digital maturity level from level 1 to level 5. So I think this is very important for you to know at what level you are first. Very important. So I suppose that most of you already using some form of digital tools, digital solutions, to run your day-to-day operation. I think the easiest one that I can relate is point of sale system, digital sales and marketing, e-commerce, HR payroll, accounting softwares and all that. Okay. How many of you already using AI? Cans. Okay, great. There are just a few. How about the rest, others? Have you all started to explore on using AI and all that? For example, there are some basic AI application, the chatbots that able to take up your inquiry and respond back to your potential clients and all that. This kind of lead generation. Actually, there is AI powered. AI powered. Okay. So that is on the solution part. There's ample of solutions out there. There are too many actually, but do you know which one that you need for your business operation? Do you really need AI, right? Do you really need CRM, the cybersecurity, blockchain and all that? You wouldn't know, you wouldn't know. So this is what we are trying to establish first in this program. But before we match you with the solutions, we want you to be assessed. So we have this toolkit called as digital maturity assessment. So once you are assessed, then you will roughly know at what level you are. Okay, whether you are a basic or you are at level 3 developing, right? Okay, and for you to know how you can move forward to the next level. That is very important, right? So on the step 2 part is, after you completed the assessment, right, you already know at what level you are, and you might have some plans. Okay, so I'm at level 2, that is a basic, right? So next step is, in 1 year time, I want to move to level 3. And what is required for that, right? So this is where, we are helping you to address the digitalization requirement. Okay. So as you can see, there are few intervention areas, right? Maybe not all relevant for you, but, you can start explore on this actually. So for example, you want to know more about digital sales and marketing, or, some basic knowledge about AI. So this is where we can get you connected with the tech experts, right, for you to understand better, right? So for the purpose on this, currently we are working together with the training providers, the subject matter expert. In fact, within MDEC, we already have the subject matter expert on the technologies. So these people can advise you in case you need, further clarification.